Well, guys, we got through Chicago. We got through Wisconsin. And oh, Indiana wants me. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Yep, the only problem is I don't have any air conditioning because Steve thinks that the compressor is what was the culprit on everything. Plus, my generator keeps cutting out again, and I think it's electrical. I don't think it can handle the air conditioning load, and it's a circuit breaker or something, and so I'm going to go get that checked. I'm fed up with this. Okay, so, I mean, they make these things for RVs. They should get these things fixed. You know, and I'm starting to rain. No, I'm not. Hello, everybody. I can't read every one of these messages. Maybe my wife can read them. And then repeat them back to me. But right now, we are in Indiana. We just got into 167 miles to Toledo. The radiator is cool. Oil pressure is right in the middle, and the battery is okay. My serpentine belt is working, and we are on the road. Unbelievable. You would think so. That you're on the most busiest freeway in the country sometimes. And who knows? It is amazing. I'm amazed. They hear me. I don't even understand it. I'll keep doing this. Maybe it'll. I can't keep doing this. No one's gonna watch. It's ridiculous. There's interrupted cell service. That is just unacceptable for cell phone companies. So I don't have any heat or air conditioning right now in the cab. The generator, I think, is still on. Okay, so she says the generator's still on. It did pop off earlier today, which I don't understand why. I think it's a power or a surge. Okay, so here comes the exit. We're gonna let the kids get something to eat. Service Plaza, 1 mile. 1 mile. 1 mile. Let's slide over here. A lot of truck traffic. You know what's funny going through Chicago? I've been driving through Chicago for 20 years, and the roads are still bad. It's amazing how the same party is in control of Chicago, and it's still a dump after 20 years. I find it amazing. Graffiti everywhere. It is a sewer, and people keep voting the same idiots into office. Yes, I'm going to get political tonight because, you know, people have to wake up. They really do. Okay. Do you want to look at this? $3.40 for gas. It's unsustainable. It is literally unsustainable. It's unsustainable. You cannot continue with $3.40 gasoline. Bus parking, let's see, bus parking, RV park, where's RV parking? Look at all the electric car, look at this. Look at all the electric car charging stations. Now, this is stupid. Look at, nobody is using them. And this is stupidity right here. Tesla, look at this. This is the stupidity of man right here. Tesla, right here, guys. This is the stupidity of man being blatantly shown to you right there. Nobody's using them. They are useless pieces of junk. You know, where am I going to park? Unbelievable. And then Kathy was telling me that there's, in France, there's electric car graveyards that people, you know, their batteries are too expensive. So they just throw them into these junkyards. Well, I don't know where to go. I'll have to park here. Over here. There's another guy over here. RV. RVing. He's RVing. We are in, well, there's a guy parked right there. I think I'm going to park right next to him. Yeah. I'm going to park right next to him. What the heck? Don't worry about it there, dum-dum. Mark's complaining. He's complaining. Life is brief. Change 414. Whereas you know not what should be on tomorrow. I'm gonna park right next to this guy. And Kathy can go in. She's gonna go in and get their food, and then I'll go in after she goes in. Yeah. Then we'll go on. All right, I gotta get outside. It's a little cooler out here. I would have parked in front of the car chargers. I mean, it's ridiculous, people. I mean, it's the stupidest thing on earth. These car chargers. I mean, it's unbelievable. Holy cow. New Holy cow. So you went New York. Where'd you go? Man, you must have had a bill. We went to Mount Rushmore. Man, it's expensive this year. Where did you go?
We went to Chicago to see my daughter's she had a basketball tournament.
Got it. Okay. Wow. Hey, no, I thought you were just going to leave them here. No. Just leave them inside. Leave them inside. I don't know. You stay inside.
I'll help.
Sit down. Get in there and sit down right now. Hurry up. It's not going to be a delicacy. Hurry up. Get some napkins out. Get napkins and plates out right now. Hut. Unbelievable. You gotta keep them moving, baby. Gotta keep moving. This guy, okay, watch this. Guy's wearing a mask outside, okay? All right. So there's my wife going to see the guy with the mask on. Okay, he's outside, guys. He's outside. You don't need a mask on out. And now they're talking that there might be more shutdowns. Okay, so I'm going to give you my prediction, okay? And I might be wrong, okay? But Kathy was saying, and I've heard this a couple of places, that some European countries might be shutting down. Hey, you too, buddy. I think we're going to be shutting down again. I know that. You know what? We let them do it once. They're going to keep. But you know one thing? Power corrupts absolutely to most people. Now, I have always believed that it doesn't corrupt everybody, but power does corrupt. I don't believe the term power corrupts absolutely. I do believe power does corrupt because there are certain individuals, especially George Washington, that could not be corrupt. He was given all power and he turned it down. Okay, so that being said, okay, you give these people power, they'll abuse it. You see the governors that have abused their power. It's unbelievable. Okay, so let's do a walk around, just a kind of an inspection here. We got everything here. Looks like I filled up. Just kind of got into Anna. Unbelievable. Sick to my stomach. And you know what hurts the most is the poor. But the liberals and the Democrats, they don't care. Oh, $3 a gallon. No, don't worry about it. Just pay $10 a gallon, okay? And that's the problem with liberalism. Liberals don't care. They don't pay. They don't care. Oh, $3 a gallon. Who cares? Pay $10 a gallon. As long as we got our Democrat in office. That's how they think. Okay, so I'm going off on a tangent right now. I hope you guys like my tangents. Okay. I had a kid, one little girl was giving me thumbs up after seeing all my bumper stickers. So I just lost a couple people. They probably don't like my tangents. But anyways, I really believe that we are headed for another lockdown. Do you, if anybody understands, do you understand that Australia is shutting down again?
There's like 30 people in line. I want to know if you want to wait for that.
30 people?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding. 30 people. You know why? Because they don't have employees in there.
No, there's only one thing. Burger King's the only thing open.
Burger King is the only thing open. State of America right now. Does she want to check over here and get some sandwiches and everything? Check, see if she wants to go over here and get some here.
Ooh, I get to Daddy's live stream from here. Oh, hello. Hi, Daddy. No. What are you doing? Wait, you can say Dad live stream. Sit down. No, I'm not kidding. Pick up the floor. But pick up the floor.
Oh, I know why. Shoot. Why is that? All right, can you hear me now? You hear me now? It should be in my earbud. Yep, okay, so you hear me now. I turned the radio off. Sorry about that. Shoot. So all that I was talking about, you didn't hear a word I said. Crap. Anyways, gas was like $4 a gallon in New York, Chicago. People don't care. The liberals, they don't care. $4 a gallon, who cares? As long as the Democrats in office, we're happy. We'll pay $10 a gallon if we have to. That's the society we live in right now. And the city is a dump. You got people spray painting. I would have a max 3-year sentence in Chicago for spray painting walls. Unbelievable. You got 39 people waiting in line to eat. Unbelievable. No one wants to work. We are in, you know what, guys? I don't like to be depressive, or I don't like to be depressing, because I had a great week. And, but I don't think this thing is over. And so I'm going to give you a tangent again, okay? So everybody said, well, Brian, people have died from COVID. Do you know how many people die from the flu every year? And nobody ever cares. Nobody. I'll give you a range from 30 to 80,000 die on an average. We'll say 70 on an average. All right, I'll give you 50,000 an average from the flu every year. Have we cared? No. And all of a sudden, I'm supposed to worry about this virus? Give me a break. I'm sorry for being so. I'm going on a tangent. And if you don't like it, share this to everybody you know, because the truth needs to be told. We have literally been lied to for the last year and a half. Our politicians, 99.9, man, that stinks. What the heck is that? Man, I smell raw sewage like, oh boy, good grief. And this is another joke. So you've got rest stops here, and gas is literally almost 50 cents higher than it is. The gas should be the cheapest on the interstates. We pay for this dumb road. The gas should almost be free. Oh, well, that wouldn't be fair to gas stations you can't get off the turnpike. If you want to, you have to pay, then get back on. Did you dump your tanks? No, I didn't have. We've been using them since we've been driving, but there's not much in them. I mean, the kid. Will you shut? Do you realize the air conditioning is on, Frank? Oh, I tell you, that kid, Frank. I tell you, I'm thinking he's missing something. Oh, dear Lord in heaven. Unbelievable. So we were going to get something to eat here, and there's a line a mile long at Burger King. A mile. It's you, Brian. No, I didn't dump my tank. Where's my cash? I want some cash. Will you guys sit down, please? Frankie, get over there right now. Okay, now where's my cash? Oh, here it is. I found it. I wonder where my cash went. Boy, man, that stinks. That can't be mine. Maybe it's coming up from the pipe. I never thought of that. We don't allow them to punch. Actually, we don't allow them. Here they are. Wearing masks outside. Unbelievable. 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 So that's the status of America right now. Um, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just going to keep on doing what I do. We'll probably be doing more videos. We'll be doing more live videos. We're just going to have fun over the next couple months. And when the proverbial crap hits the fan, see now what I'm thinking about doing is stocking, putting a bunch of uh, necessities in the store, like milk, things that are important that you have to have. And so then I can, when they shut down again, I don't shut down. Well, I'm not going to shut down. So that's funny. Maybe Frank took a dump. It's funny. Wherever Frank takes a dump, whenever I go into a bathroom, there's a toilet there, and if it's not flushed, that's Frankie. He didn't flush the toilet. Oh, nice Brian is back in his happy place. Happy place. Yep. We've got a society that's literally falling apart. And so I have to wait Kathy until she gets out of Burger King. All right, let me see here what's going on. I'm going to go inside and find out what's going on here. I told her, they went, man, I don't know what it is, but it stinks. Liverwurst? No, I don't smell any liverwurst. Tim loves liverwurst. Well, that was a terrible cell service. Well, that was terrible. Nobody, you can't find employees. Nobody wants to work. They're giving money away. The Democrats, I mean, what's her name? Well, I can't think of their name. She has the commercial on saying, oh, we should just give everybody $300 because the rich are rich. People, good Lord. Man, that can't be my camper. No, it can't be. Maybe it is mine. I don't have anything dripping. I'll stop a little later and get something. Morning, guys. I made it to a live stream. Where are you going to stop tonight? We're stopping at the house. Ooh, it's hot. The air conditioning should be on. Okay, so quit complaining. Yeah, you are. I just don't have air conditioning up here in the. I couldn't be complaining right now, Dad. Honestly, I don't understand why I'm not upset right now. Yeah, because he lost his girlfriend, ditched him, guys. What should I do for him? Any words of wisdom, guys, from all you experts out there? Mark's girlfriend said she wants to take a break. Well, I mean, considering he never stopped talking to her, I gotta see why. Mark's girls are like school buses. Don't worry, only one will come every 15 minutes. That's a good one. Hey, tell him there's more fish in the sea. I did. I told him if he had one girlfriend, another one's gonna come. All right. Yes, you can go ahead and eat. I'm gonna drive a little more and then stop. I'm gonna take my hat off, guys, because it's extremely hot, and that just makes me hotter. Okay. So I know you guys like for me to wear my hat, so I'm gonna take my hat off. You're gonna stop at like a rest stop or something like this, but no. Why? Are we going to like Gateway? We're going home. Oh, we're going home. Like fully all the way home. Yeah, so you're gonna drive for a little bit more than stop. I'm gonna stop at the other rest stop, maybe get something to eat. Don't worry about it. I wanted you guys to eat. You got something or not? But what? Oh, see, no, I can't win, guys. I can't win. No, because if I had, see, I can't win. If I hadn't, she said, well, listen, the kids are hungry. Why do you keep waiting? It's going to be another 45 minutes to an hour, okay? And it's going to be almost 8, 9 o'clock, all right? I thought, let's get the kids fed now. Yeah, all right, I'm not going to eat. I won't stop. No, I won't, because I don't want you to be that I'm doing it for me or anything. I just won't. I know, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. You can make me a peanut butter jam sandwich later. I don't have any bread, so no bread. Can everybody hear me out of this thing here? There's not. It's 40 miles away. It's hot. The cabin's hot. I'm hot up here. They're not hot back there because they've got air conditioning back there. I have a feeling I'm going to buy me a used RV. So I predict that we're going to have another shutdown, guys. If Europe is shutting down, Australia has not opened. Canada has not opened. They keep burning churches down. I don't know. I don't know where we're headed, guys. I really don't. I'm honestly. I'm perplexed right now. So let me get up to 70 miles an hour. Oil is okay. Water is okay. Everything is a-okay. We have no problem. Tank is full. Technically, I could drive all the way home right now if I wanted to. The tank is 171 miles to Toledo, and then another 10 miles to Bowling Wayne. Uh, um, but other than that, yeah, let me leave this on. So, everything is awesome. I got to get up to 70. Comes a truck next to me. Nobody's on the road. At these gas prices, I find it amazing that, see, but this really show, so this really showed, and you have to point it at liberal Democrats. All right, now, if you want to be a Democrat and be a conservative, then vote with Republicans. But don't be a Democrat, but then vote with Democrats because they're liberal. They want to, when they say they want to get rid of fossil fuels, they mean it. Okay, this isn't hyperbole. They don't just say it just to say it. They mean it. They want gases to be like in Europe, $7 a gallon. We would go into collapse if it was. Your things would just be so expensive you couldn't do it. And hopefully somebody in their insanity or somebody's sanity would come out. When you got AOC and all these other idiots that think that that gas or electric cars are the way to do it, they're clueless. We drove through Minnesota. The state looks like a windmill. It's disgusting. They got these windmills everywhere. And I'd love to see what it's going to look like in 40 years. Of course, I'll be dead by then. But those windmills will probably be dilapidated, not even running. And they'll figure out that somebody will, after we've collapsed, after America's collapsed, and there's no country anymore, all of a sudden some people will be riding horses by these stupid windmills. And what were those things? Oh, that was a stupid idea of the Democrats to power us. But they failed to realize that we needed electricity from coal and natural gas. But they decided to give it all to Russia. And so we're basically back in the Stone Age. That's what they'll say, guys. If something doesn't change, this is what you're going to be telling your grandchildren. Is that, yeah, America used to be this great country, and we used to have a lot of power, but we don't have anything anymore because we wanted to be an environmental free country. Okay, when we're the cleanest country compared to China, we're the cleanest country on earth, even though we have all these regulations. Okay, I don't want to go down that road, but I am going down that road because I'm fed up with all these politicians and these. Yes, this is ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys. Yes, I sell toys, but I'm also political because I did this when I had Young's Newsstand. I was political. I told the truth. If you can't tell the truth, then why do you even do anything in life? You got a rainbow right here. Let's see if I can show you the rainbow. Yeah, can you guys see the top of the rainbow there? It's not hot outside. It's about 68 or something. So we need something because if it's not Trump, it's any of these rhinos. They're never going to do anything. What are they going to do? They're just going to. The gas prices didn't go down under Bush. These gas prices, you can't sustain these gas prices. It takes too much money out of people's pockets. Inflation's going to go through the roof pretty soon, guys. I'm trying not to be alarmist, but I'm just giving you facts. Okay? Facts, facts, facts. And a lot of people don't want to hear the facts. Okay? The facts are that a lot of these cities have been controlled by Democrats for the last 50 years, and they're dumps. Okay? They're sewages. All right? New York City was a great city under Giuliani because he cleaned up crime and he made the city popular for people to come in. Now you've got shooting on Times Square a couple weeks ago. A shooting on Times Square. You telling me that's okay? Listen, you can be a liberal. If you want to be a liberal, fine. Justify that for me, please. People forget about Jimmy. Of course they forget about Jimmy Carter. What else do you want me to tell you? And that's the truth. Nobody remembers 20% interest rates. This country couldn't survive if we had the interest rates we had in Jimmy Carter's. My first car, a 1980 Escort, was 18% interest rate. 18%, people. Let that sink into your head. 18%. That was my insurance or my interest rate when I bought my 1980 Escort. And then when I bought an 85 Escort, okay, 5 years later, it was like 9%. 9%. Do you think people can buy houses? What do you think would happen if interest rates go to 7, 8%? Under a false economy since 2000. I don't know why I'm going into these tangents tonight. You know why? I guess, you know why? Because I just went through a sewer hole in Chicago. And I saw what a one-party system city looks like. A dump. And they keep on voting for it. They keep on voting for that. They just like drones. They just keep voting for it. Listen, I get it. If you want to be a Democrat because you think it's you're supposed to be compassionate for people and Republicans aren't, well, that ain't true. Because right now, you're supposed to be compassionate for people. The poor in Chicago are paying $4 a gallon for gas. How is that compassionate for them? Huh? Who started slavery? It wasn't the Republicans. Who tried to stop slavery? It wasn't Democrats. I could go on and on and on, but that's not even taught. Nobody cares the truth anymore. Detroit's a prime example. 1950, Detroit was the biggest city, the most prosperous city in the world. 10 years later, it was the worst. Right now, it's a dump. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? Huh? How do I tell you? How do I keep writing the story? You can't. You can't keep writing this stuff. It's almost ridiculous. It's almost, and I've driven through the same roads in Chicago, and it's the same thing after 20 years. They've got one stretch of highway, and 80 and 90 connect, okay? Or I'm sorry, 280 and 284 connect, okay? They've been working on that for 20 years. I started driving that in 1996 when I was with Irwin Toys, going to Chicago a lot, visiting a lot of hobby stores. Nothing has changed. Now, to me, that's a failure. That's an absolute failure. You can't get that at least for 10 years. You don't need to be on construction. Give me a break. I don't know what to tell you, people. Maybe you're watching just to watch, or maybe you don't care. I know you think this is about slot cars right now or toys. I'm driving basically back from my vacation from Mount Rushmore. We broke down yesterday. We got repaired this morning about 10 o'clock. You guys were great. And we got on the road about 11 o'clock. No traffic. There was no traffic. Chicago was the only traffic. It slowed us down for maybe 20 minutes. And then we got out of Chicago, and everything was fine. Now we're in Indiana. We're 160 miles from Toledo. I'm driving 70 miles an hour. I'm going to bump it up to 71 miles an hour, just to 72. I'll go 72 miles an hour. Speed limit is 70. Tomorrow morning, we'll be going live probably about 10 o'clock. at ProTinkerToys. I'm going to be going over everything in there in that store. We have, let's see, what do we have? What's it say? What's the last guy just said? We still have two party streams, the corporate party and the Wall Street party. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, two party. Oh, yeah, right. Well, that's why we need a civil war, see. We need to destroy, we literally need what France did. We need to get the elites. We need to get rid of the elites. Literally. Right, but we the people need to take over and get rid of the elites. That's what we need to do. That's the only way this thing is going to fix itself. I'll lead it, okay, because we literally need to take them out, and they need to be publicly, not executed, but publicly shamed and stripped of all their power and their wealth. And then say to them, okay, now you can go on. You've lost all your wealth from the time you started in office to today. We'll give you $50,000, $100,000. You have $100,000 as of now, but you are stripped of power. You're stripped of all of your wealth. All of your assets are seized, and start over again. And term limits, because they're not representing anybody. They're representing themselves, the elite. I mean, look at these cities that are literally dumps, and nothing has happened. Yeah, we need to clean the swamp. I know, well, he tried to do that, but look, all the hoopla that they were going to have all these indictments there. I think that turned out to be a false narrative. I don't know what I really think the only thing that's going to save this country is a revolution or a civil war, and either we win or they win. You know, I will accept either or. Okay, I will accept either or winning, the liberals or the conservatives. I will concede. Okay, but I will fight. You know, and I might die. Okay, but that really what needs to happen. I truly believe that. I truly believe it in my heart, in my gut, because you can't have teachers teaching children that America is evil and racist and destructive. You can't continue a society like that. You're tearing the country apart from within. And that's exactly what the Communist Manifesto teaches. It teaches that exact thing. Destroy from within. And sure enough, baby, they're doing just that. Let's destroy it from within. And I'm not apologizing tonight because you know what? People have to listen to the truth. If you don't like listening to truth, I get it. And you can click off and then click on when I'm talking about slot cars. Okay? But this is who I am. Okay, this is who I am. This is who I've been. This is who I've been all my life as a patriot. And if it offends you, I don't care. Because you need to be offended and finally wake up. All right? I mean, I got two sisters that are nutcases. Okay? Oh, Obama's and Biden knows he's going to be the greatest president ever. Really? The guy can't even complete a complete sentence right now. And I'm sure they love the gas, or they'll blame the gas prices on us, on the Republicans. It's Republicans' fault. That's why we have high gas prices. It has nothing to do with the pipeline. It has nothing to do with, we aren't supporting our they want to get rid of oil, fossil fuels. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I was listening to a couple. Sky News is a really good. There's a lot on YouTube. Sky News, or Sky Australia, or something. But they're very conservative in their broadcast, and it's amazing how stupid the politicians are in Australia. They're shutting the government or the country are down. I don't understand how they're doing this. It makes no sense. Nothing makes any sense right now. Watch your language. Yeah, globalism is fascism. That's the funny thing I said to somebody once. I go, you're allowed to have your president, but I'm not allowed to have mine. That's what I find funny. They're allowed to say what they want to say, but I'm not allowed to say what I want to say. And that's where you come to revolution. If you say what I say is wrong, I don't care if you say it, okay? But I get to have an equal say also. Oh, no, are you kidding? We got to censor anything a conservative says. You're a conservative's not allowed to say anything on YouTube, Facebook, only for liberals. Facebook can ban President Trump, but Ayatollahs and all the radical Jew haters on earth, they can say whatever they want on Facebook and Twitter, and nothing happens. But our president wants to say something, he gets banned. That shows you that Jack Dorsey, he's a communist. He's a communist, and this Zuckerberg, he's as bad as Dorsey. They should be the first ones to lose all they have because they're not patriots. They're communists. Or I call them Marxists. Marxist commies. I call them Marxist commies. I've always called them commie pinkos. I call them commie pinkos or commie pinkos. I don't know how long I'll be able to broadcast because it's getting dark. And the swamp is huge. Of course, the problem is you got all of Washington, all the bureaucrats that they've hired in all the different positions, in all those departments, they all need to be fired, okay? All the departments need to be shut down. Department of Agriculture, it all needs to go back to the states. They should have control of their own direction. And all these departments just need to be shut down. But that's how our representatives gave up their power and gave it to bureaucrats. And those are the first ones to lose their jobs. All of Washington should be shut down. Military, really should be the only. Everything else should be by states. States should run their own departments, and the money is funded to the states. Anyway, I don't know what else to tell you. Well, our military is being destroyed from within. You want to destroy a country, destroy it from within, and they're destroying our military, tearing it to pieces. And our military leaders are helping them do it. That's what I find funny. Social justice crap. You're going to offend me. Give me a break. Well, I have leveled off at 20 viewers. That's okay. What I have to say sometimes isn't popular. Yeah, I saw it 20 years ago also. I saw it coming in 87. I was on board the Waterford, and I saw the amount of, and I'm not knocking women, okay? So if there's any women walking or watching, I'm not opposed to women being in the military. I just don't believe they should be in combat positions. That's my opinion, and I'll stick to that until I die. Okay. Now you can say, well, the Israelis women, but they have women divisions. They're not in men divisions. Okay. I'm just saying, I don't think women should be in combat positions, especially on submarines. I mean, you're asking for disaster. How many times are they're going to be having what on board the submarine? It's going to happen, and you're not going to stop it. Anyways, I was on the Waterford, and the Waterford was the washout for all the female Navy people that either had gotten pregnant or were getting out, and it was a non-ending cycle of girls getting out of the Navy. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I'm just saying, guys. I mean, I know I probably get two people saying, "Oh, you're a bigot, or you're a homophobe, or you're anti-women." No, I'm not having. I just don't think women should be doing certain things. Okay, that's just my opinion. Now you might not have you might have an opinion. Okay, we can have a discussion about it. Okay, that's just my opinion. Kathy agrees. Ah, oh gosh. I'm sure there's a lot of Navy women, Navy wives that really don't like to see that there are Navy women on submarines. Submarines are very confined, people. Okay, and another thing, they had to redesign submarines now, put in regular toilets, get rid of the latrines. They had to create different berthing areas. Okay, you know, hormones are hormones. Okay, you can't change that. Hey, Kathy, turn that light on above you. Let's see, does that change the light? No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, how's the blanket coming, Kathy? They want to know how the blanket is coming. Well, that can't give me a little light. Is that any better, guys? Should I leave that light on? She's not working on her blanket right now. So anyway, so that's really a lot of it in a nutshell. Okay. So that's her blanket that she's knitting, crocheting, croquet, dear. It's croquet. It's I don't care if it's knitting, croquet, or sewing. Looks great. So so that's the deal right now. It's starting to rain. Missy, could you please be quiet? Thank you. I'm going to take the camper to Steve. Steve's going to check the compressor and see if there's a problem with the compressor. He thinks that's why the belt went bad, is the compressor got stalled and it ripped the belt. I don't know. Uh, Steve is pretty knowledgeable of cars. He's a sprint car racer, or he builds sprint cars. He knows everything about cars. Let's put it that way. And he was the first one about knowing about what was wrong with this, and calmed me down, and got me on the road again. Got me on the road again. La 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 la. Oh yeah! Can everybody see me okay with this light here? Is that all right, or is that too dark? Is that too dark for everybody, or can you see me okay? Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, dear, I got it. Yeah, thanks. Yes. So we're coming through Indiana right now. We're 142 miles from the Ohio or from Toledo. So that's about 2 hours. And there's no traffic. I mean, literally nothing. Maybe a car every 400 feet or 1 mile. Every car a mile, maybe. I don't say that I know everything, but I know, and I've made this comment. I don't know a lot about anything, but a lot about everything. I know certain things that if you do certain things, it's common sense, guys, and that's what a lot of politicians lack is common sense. Everybody has a little idea. Well, let's do this, but they don't understand how common sense works into things, and so they might have a great idea, but when you look at it in a practical standpoint, it's really stupid. And that's called practical sense. And our politicians are sure missing, uh, they're sure missing a lot. Yeah, they're sure missing a lot. I mean, they're about as, most of our politicians are about as dumb. And and I don't want to sound mean, but I really want to say that most of our politicians are as dumb as a box of rocks. They have no common sense. Okay, they have none. Okay, they have these ideas. Oh, let's do this. They think that they're great, and they're not at all. They're absolutely useless. And that's why we need to get rid of them. LOL. It's the truth. I mean, you listen to some of these congressmen, they talk about things that they think should happen. That's dangerous. A lot of them are dangerous. I wouldn't give them a dime if they were my own. 345, $3.45 on the turnpike. Gas prices. Unsustainable. That's gonna shut down the economy. Those prices you're gonna see. Oh my goodness. And this is Psaki or whatever her name's the press secretary says that Peter Ducey's got up there and says, well, gas prices are more, but she said hot dogs are cheaper, 19 cents. Okay, so you're paying $1 more in gasoline. This is what I'm talking about, stupidity. She is stupid, and she shouldn't even be in front of that camera because what she says, she has no idea what she's saying. She honestly should be taken off the air, okay, removed permanently. If she can say with a straight face that because that 4th of July is 19 cents cheaper because of hot dogs, but you're paying $1 more in gasoline, that's good. This is exactly what I'm talking about. She's an idiot. And I hate to use that word, but if you look up the definition of, and you do have to do some research, and look up the definition of a Greek idiot, because there was a definition for the certain Greeks back in the Greek times, the Greek Empire or the Greek Republic or whatever, and it's called a Greek idiot. And they had they couldn't do anything. They couldn't vote because they were simpletons. They just lived. They got by and everything, but they really had no common sense or logic. I'm trying to be very fair and honest. These are my pontificating days. Now, when you watch my podcast, obviously you don't hear me talk a lot about all this stuff, but I do this when I'm driving because I can't talk about slot cars as much as I'd like to talk about. See, I would rather live in plenty I'd rather live happily. A lot of people they'd rather live in misery and vote Democrat. Just living miserably. And be honest with you, the Democrat Party's changed from the John F. K. days. I might have been a John F. Kennedy Democrat. I might have been after listening to what he was saying about taxes and government and the deep state and the military and certain things. I might have been a Democrat, a JFK Democrat. But those don't exist anymore. Those don't exist anymore. Those are being weeded out of the Democratic Party. The Democrat Party is turning to a socialist, a socialist model that the government is the best for everything, and if and they can control everything. They can fix everything. I didn't see. So I watched some of his videos, but I didn't watch all of them. So the sun is set, and what time is it, dear? Do you want to put him to bed, or what do you want to do? Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching me on my vacation. I tried to do more videos. We couldn't do any at the campground, but I did them at Mount Rushmore. I like doing those. Those are fun. We lost 5 people. That's okay, though. 5 more will join here in about 5 minutes. I'm driving back to Ohio, 132 miles, basically 2 hours. 2 hours we'll get back. 11:54 is when Garmin says it will get back to Ohio, Wayne, Ohio. I don't think I'm going to fill up. I'm just going to go all the way home on the tank of gas that I have. I should be able to. I should be able to go. I should be able to get 132 miles on this tank. It's a 50-gallon tank. I had to slow down here. Road construction. Indiana Toll Road is the worst in the country. I guess it's private owned or something. It's absolutely horrid. The amount of money you pay on this thing is terrible. It's just terrible. See, the politicians don't have. See, this is what I'm talking about. Politicians don't have to worry about this. See, they don't drive these. Most of them don't. Are you kidding? Give me a break. So, whatever confusion or whatever inconvenience that the average driver experiences, they don't care. They honestly, they don't. Lada, he doesn't care. Oh, he can say he cares, but really he doesn't. He goes to Washington and he flies to Washington. He flies back. I've seen him at Sam's once in a while, but you know, he just it's just But anyway, well, what was that? They're doing nighttime construction. You got to do it at night. You can't do it during the day. I came across this turnpike back in '96 in a thunderstorm. I had to do 132 miles at about 35 miles an hour. It was absolutely horrid. She doesn't need any of that crap. Maybe bring a fan out here and put it on me. Well, they're doing about 10 miles of road paving. The problem, they keep using asphalt, which asphalt is the worst road bed you can use unless you put 10 feet of it. Okay, they did 75, about 30 miles of 75, but then they did a bunch of it in concrete. But they put like, they had to put like, on some of 75 from Bowling Green to Findlay, they put like 10 layers of 10 layers of asphalt. But I still think that asphalt is the worst form of paving. I think concrete, when you do it right, it's the best long term. But states, they don't want to spend the money, or they've wasted the money somewhere else. They haven't allocated money, and this is the problem. You have states that, the politicians, we got all this money, these rainy days, we got all this money, well, let's spend it. No, we don't need to. That's the problem. We need to rebuild the roads, but we don't have the money because we spend it on stupid stuff. I'm telling you, it's like Elmwood High School. They built this big high school, new high school building. Okay, 20 years ago they built it. About 20 years ago. Yeah, 2000. I think it was maybe 2003. I think when it was finished. It's got a huge roof on it, a pitched roof that is all it's tiled roof. And nobody asked, hey, what's that going to cost us in about 30 years when we have to put a new roof on? How much, what versus a metal roof or a flat roof? Oh God! I hit a cone. There's no road. There's no room. but everything is being built just to last. It's not built to last. All these buildings that were built in the 30s, all these schools there, a lot of them were built in the 30s during the WPA days. They were meant to last, and they lasted literally 50, 60 years. Half these buildings they're building now aren't even going to last half that, and they're going to be junk. My opinion, or they're not going to have the money to do it. That's another. That's another. You want to hear another? Here's another one of my little dirty secrets, but a lot. It won't affect a lot of millennials, or a lot. It won't affect a lot of baby boomers. But you're going to know if you're a millennial and you're about when you get to be about my age, 60, 70, you're going to look back at this. Remember what I said in 2021, and then in about 50 years, I'll be dead by then. Okay, most of your baby boomers will be dead. We'll say 60 years. All right, you'll be in your 70s or 80s. Okay, there is going to be a healthcare collapse. All these healthcare buildings that they're building over the last 20 years, 10 years, actually 5 years, they're going to be vacant because there's not going to be any baby boomers and there's not enough millennials to fill them. It is going to be the biggest collapse in American history, if we're even around in 50 years. They've literally torn up 20 miles of road. This is exactly how not to do construction. This is exactly how not to do construction. You basically ripped up the road for almost 10 miles, and nothing's happening because they haven't gotten down this far. It's going to take them a week to do this. I swear these road crew things, they have no idea what they're doing. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know a lot of anything, but I know a lot about everything. And a lot of these places, they don't care about the driver. Never have. Never have. What was that last comment? Oh my God. This is the road. This is a turnpike that's supposed to be the best. Okay, these are turnpikes. This is you see, right? You hearing all the rumbles? This is it. And I paid $9. I'm gonna pay $10 almost to drive on this. It's like this the whole way of Indiana Turnpike. It is the worst in the country. They just waste the money, and they're using asphalt. And asphalt right now is sky high, right? Now we only got 14 viewers. Oh, guys, hit another one of those things. Dang it! Well, they got them stuck all the way out in the middle of the road almost. Finally, it's over with. I hope I didn't damage the camper. "50 miles an hour. I just drove 10 miles at 50 miles an hour. Ohio's not even better. Ohio's got a bad turnpike also. Most of these turnpikes they take the money and they go spend it somewhere else. The amount of money that they collect from the turnpike, they could repave that every year and it should be fine. Somebody's taking the money. Somebody's taking it somewhere, and they sure ain't using it for the road, that's for sure. What? Well, we're down to 14 people, guys. I might just stop and do a one tomorrow. I can't really see with this light on. I'm gonna have to probably shut down for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. We have about 70 minutes. Yeah, we have about 70 minutes. I can't really see with this light on. There's too much glare, and so we'll see tomorrow. We'll probably, I don't know what time we'll be on tomorrow, and we'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.